the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Fielded at the 20. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 38.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here come the Raiders. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Okay, ready? Switch, yellow, black swap, Smith red, check pink.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he'll be brought down. The chalk of the 20. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. We've hit the 2. The second quarter, 14-7.
First down.
Ready, break.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando, past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Tyler Boyd. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. Now,
touchdown Raiders! Tyler Boyd, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has... Back now in Jacksonville. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this foot game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to Taylor on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll set up a throw. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So the Raiders now down by 7, a little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Pass complete to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' electric quarterback. He's been sensational as he
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 119 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up. The Jaguars at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, that's not just his first. Second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Goff. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. That one goes for 24 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the handoff, Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group. And
second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, so everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Goff's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 3, second down.
Pickup brings up second and 7 at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete here.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on third, Goff. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second down and goal. Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Panthers get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Goff on first down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Sanders' kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. He's got room at the 30, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Panthers are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
To throw again on second down. Goff looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Complete to number 84. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Panthers' 41-yard.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brings up second and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Here's second and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll look to throw here. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguar. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this. We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. The Jaguars at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Love with it here, third and short yardage. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long.
Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass complete to number 13. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kayvon Chason. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Love's pass.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Love. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 3, Colts nothing.
Down. Slide through.
On 2nd and 9, Love. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards. And a Colts first down.
First down going to the air with Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Jags will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 25. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And his throw is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And my goodness, in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the return will cost him about a dozen yards or so, but his guys do indeed get the football back. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To pass, here's Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball.
And now here is another interception. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Love. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Colts are back in this football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Love to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Jaguars are going to take possession.
It's Madden NFL 23. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Saints and the Jaguars, and it's
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 18 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jaguars.
Again, it's Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
43-yard line.
Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Saints 23-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And 10 yards.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll run with Gibson. A little juke. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Samaje Perine, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
7-7, our score after one.
7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Murray going to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Shifts by him. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Saints.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Murray now to throw. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Murray's throw complete to Otten. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Complete to Cade Otten. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Keith Smith, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incomplete.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action here on first down. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Murray now on first down. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To Tyler Higbee. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
on 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The fullback dive held up short. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Back to throw.
And it's 3rd down.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
Tyreek Hill. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
The goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Pirine. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Higbee. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one too low.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a give to Gibson. Oh, nice move. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 112 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now P. Ryan. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
On for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Jags down by a field goal, a little under 50 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was... So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they